NFL expert suggests Falcons could pull off shocking trade for superstar WR. The commencement of the 2025 NFL season is mere days away as anticipation boils all over the nation. Entering the new season, the Atlanta Falcons are one of the more interesting teams to monitor across the league as they hope to push for a playoff spot in a more competitive NFC landscape. The Dirty Birds boast a strong group of weapons for Michael Penix Jr.'s inaugural season as the full-time starter, but one NFL reporter thinks they could easily take that group to another level. While making bold trade predictions, Bleacher Report's Mo Moton pitched the idea of a Tyreek Hill trade to Atlanta, where the Falcons would send Donnell Mooney and a 2026 third-round pick to Miami to land the 8-time Pro Bowler. Tyreek Hill could be the missing piece to unlock the Falcons' offense. Hill, who has topped 1,000 yards in 4 of the last 5 seasons, remains one of the league's most dangerous playmakers, even at 31 years old. Pairing him with Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Bijan Robinson would make Penix's life far easier while giving the Falcons their best receiver duo since Julio Jones and Roddy White. While he remains one of the NFL's most prolific wideouts, Hill has begun to show signs of decline. His 959 receiving yards in 2024 was the lowest total of his career since 2019, when he missed 4 games, and his 6 touchdowns tied a career low. On top of that, Hill has continually expressed frustration with his contract situation in Miami, even going as far to request a trade earlier this offseason. With his relationship with the franchise on shaky ground, a change of scenery could serve both sides well, especially if Terry Fontenot comes calling. For Atlanta, the gamble is obvious. After missing out on Micah Parsons, trading for the Cheetah would mark their biggest trade acquisition since the Julio Jones deal back in 2011. Hill isn't quite the same game breaker he was in Kansas City, but his speed is still enough to give defensive coordinators nightmares. With defenses already having to deal with London's size and Robinson's explosiveness, adding Hill into the mix would push the Falcons' offense into matchup hell territory. As for Mooney, he amassed 992 receiving yards for the second highest receiving total of his career. But the 27-year-old has been battling a shoulder injury all summer and only returned to practice late last week. With the Dolphins gearing up towards a retool, it's not unthinkable that they move on from the 5-time All-Pro. Hill is entering a contract year in Miami, and the team has fellow speedster Jalen Waddle waiting in the wings to take over as WR1. For the Falcons, swinging a deal of this magnitude would be signal they are all in on making noise in the NFC, and could be the exact type of swing Fontenot needs to set Penix up for success, and potentially save his job. The Atlanta Falcons have spent the past few seasons searching for an identity. Ever since Matt Ryan left and Julio Jones' prime years faded into memory, fans in Atlanta have been craving one thing: star power. Sure, the team has drafted some exciting young talent. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, and Bijan Robinson look like a video game highlight reel waiting to happen. But there's still the feeling that something's missing. Now, one NFL expert has floated an idea that has the football world buzzing. What if the Falcons shocked the league by trading for a superstar wide receiver? The spark that started it all. It began with a discussion on a sports panel. The analyst leaned forward, eyes locked on the camera, and posed the question that instantly went viral. Why not Atlanta? Why couldn't the Falcons make a move for a proven superstar WR right now? The panel went silent for a second before others jumped in. On paper, the idea was bold, maybe even reckless. But in a league where bold gambles can redefine franchises, the suggestion didn't sound so far-fetched. Why the Falcons might do it? Atlanta has quietly built a foundation. Their defense, long criticized as a liability, showed signs of life last season. The offensive line is stronger than it's been in years, giving quarterbacks time to breathe. The biggest missing piece is consistency in the passing game. Drake London has talent, but he's still developing. Kyle Pitts is a matchup nightmare, but his usage hasn't lived up to expectations. And while Bijan Robinson is electric, leaning too heavily on a running back in today's NFL can limit a team's ceiling. Add a superstar wideout to that mix, and suddenly, the Falcons aren't just another NFC South team. They're a problem for the entire conference. Who could that superstar be? Speculation immediately ran wild. Social media threw out names like Devontae Adams, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and even Stephon Diggs. Some of these are pipe dreams, others a bit more realistic depending on contract situations and team directions. Devontae Adams is frustrated in Las Vegas. The Raiders are in a rebuild limbo, and Adams has made it no secret that he wants to compete for championships. Atlanta could swoop in with draft capital and young assets, pitching Adams on being the missing piece to a new era. Justin Jefferson. That's the nuclear option. The Vikings insist he isn't going anywhere, but money talks, and so do trade packages stacked with picks. Imagine Jefferson catching passes in Mercedes-Benz Stadium. It would instantly be one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL. Stephon Diggs, meanwhile, is another intriguing name. His relationship with Buffalo has been shaky at times, and a change of scenery could re-energize his career. Atlanta, with its youthful offensive weapons, would give him fresh motivation. The shock factor. If the Falcons pulled this off, it wouldn't just be a trade, it would be a statement. A declaration that Atlanta is done being patient. That the team is ready to rise from the middle of the pack and take aim at contenders. Think back to when the Rams traded for Odell Beckham Jr. and Von Miller during their Super Bowl push. Or when the Buccaneers went all in with Tom Brady and surrounded him with weapons. Those moves didn't just fill roster holes, they shifted entire narratives. A superstar WR in Atlanta could do the same. The risk. Of course, such a move comes with risk. Giving up multiple first-round picks or sacrificing young talent could backfire if the trade doesn't translate to playoff success. The Falcons' front office would have to balance short-term glory with long-term stability. But in today's NFL, waiting too long can be just as dangerous as acting too soon. Atlanta's division is winnable. The Saints are inconsistent, the Buccaneers are still adjusting post-Brady, and the Panthers are rebuilding. The door is open right now. Fan reactions. Falcons fans are divided, as always. Some are pounding the table. Do it. We need a star to take this team to the next level. Others are cautious. Don't mortgage the future. We've been burned before. The beauty of the debate is that both sides are right. It's a gamble, but sometimes gambles are the only way to break free from mediocrity.